So today I want to talk you through the introduction to this data stories project, illustrating climate change. So basically the idea here is you're going to bring together your left brain and right brain. So left brain analytical, looking at graphs, and then right brain is your more artistic side. And this is inspired by the artwork of Jill Pelto, who has used her artistic ability to bring attention to climate change issues by creating artwork that incorporates actual data, graphs of climate change issues. So her quote here says, connecting science with art can reach a more emotional side of the viewer, helping to tell a more powerful story and even inspiring action. And you can see this example here, this image that she created. If you've noticed, the water surface is actually a graph. This is real data points, obviously taken away the axes and what have you. But the data points show temperature variability in the Gulf of Maine over the last 15 years. So she's bringing attention to the change in temperature. So what you're going to do is make your own climate change graph illustration. So you're going to illustrate a graph and then write an artist statement in order to bring attention to a climate change issue of your choice. So something that maybe has impacted you or your family in some way, or just maybe something that you're interested in bringing attention to. This is an image of a bunch of Jill Pelto's work, and in the instructions, I've got the link for her website, which I would like you to go and check out, because when you go to the gallery here, you can scroll down and see many of her works. And in addition to just looking at them, if you click on them, not only will you get a better view, you'll be able to read her artist statement. So there's a statement that goes along with each image explaining what it's showing and sort of her artistic vision. So it's definitely worth checking out, and I'd like you to do that after you finish this video. So as I said, you're going to create your own, and let me do this first. In terms of choosing a graph, I have a bunch of graphs, and this is just sort of an overview of some of the graphs I have. And you can see they're sort of taken out of the graphing context. There are no axes here, so you can really just sort of get a sense of the visual of them, as well as, understanding what they show. So you can start thinking about what imagery could you connect to the graphs, to bring meaning to the graphs and bring them to life, essentially. So for inspiration, I do have several images of graphs, illustrated graphs created by Oak Hill students from past years. So you can just get a view of the possibilities. These are all amazing, of course. But definitely what I want you to take away is don't be feeling stressed if art isn't your thing. Like, I'm not an artist. And if you are starting to feel stressed, like, how am I going to create images like this? These are obviously amazing examples. And while, certainly I know among you, we have some amazing artists, there are some people who art is maybe not your strength, me included, but that's okay. This project, isn't about the imagery, the artisticness of the imagery, I guess is what I want to say. It's about how you bring meaning to it, and you can do that very simply. So take some time to read through the full project instructions before you dive in, so you have a real clear vision of what the project is, and also, what it is that actually is going to be assessed. And it has more to do with your artist statement and your bringing meaning to the data, your vision for it, not necessarily, the amazing artwork you were or were not able to create. So I love this project. I love seeing what you guys come up with, and I hope you enjoy doing it.